In 2 days, I'm leaving home to travel through Asia all by myself. And everything I need for the next 3 months has to fit inside this one backpack. No suitcase, no closet, no extra room. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't come with me. I'm on a very limited amount of space, so somehow we're gonna have to make this work.
There's absolutely no way this is all gonna fit into that backpack. I really don't know how I'm gonna do this. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Caleb. I'm gonna be traveling across the world in the next few days, going through Japan and Thailand and possibly some more of Southeast Asia. Uh, Gonna be one of the longest times I've ever been away from home. My first time actually out of the country, and it's gonna be all by myself. And I gotta fit all of this into one small backpack, not a backpack in a suitcase or a backpack in a big carry on. I've got all of this to somehow fit into here. Today is the day we figure out if all this planning and everything I've done will fit inside one backpack. If we can get all my clothes, all my toiletries, all my camera gear, everything I'm going to need for over nearly 3 to 4 months in Southeast Asia. It sucks. The airlines have such strict rules on how much the bags can weigh. Otherwise, I'd be packing that thing till the zipper breaks. But by the end of the video, we'll see if all this stuff I've been planning and packing for will actually fit inside that backpack, and if we'll have to start leaving things behind and rebuying them out there.
The reason I decided to travel with only one backpack is because I'm not staying in only one place. I'm starting in Tokyo, then flying to Bangkok, and after that, I'll be moving between different cities, overnight trains, buses, ferries, and islands. The last thing I want to do is drag a giant suitcase through crowded stations, across beaches, or onto a ferry every few days. Traveling lighter should make everything easier. The problem is, I'm also filming the entire trip, so I need enough clothes to live out of it, but I also need to bring cameras, microphones, chargers, power banks, and my computer. Honestly, my camera equipment might take up more space than my clothes. All right, and before we start packing, I'm going to give myself 3 rules. So the first one's going to be airline weight limit. This bag is going to have to weigh what a carry-on for United can weigh. I'm not walking in that airport and them telling me I owe them an extra $100 because it needs to go onto the plane. And number 2, everything must fit inside this backpack. I'm not tying nothing on my waist. I'm not throwing hoodies over my shoulder. Everything's going to fit in there. We're not going to have cables hanging out of our pockets. Everything's in. And then number 3, if there's something I'm not going to use, we're leaving it. We're only bringing things that are going to be useful and I'm going to need. And honestly, that's why number 3 is going to be the hardest, and one of the hardest rules to follow for myself is there's so many things I want to bring, but at the end of the day, it just seems like I'm wasting space, and that's the last thing I need to do right now. All right, I'm going to start with clothing because this is obviously where I could have overpacked the most and where I think I did overpack a little bit. So first to start off, got just a rain jacket. Gonna be there during rainy season. Don't want to get caught in a bunch of storms where it's raining outside, a bunch of stuff is going on. And then I got 6 shirts, just pretty simple, just light colored shirts. So it's not super hot. Got 1 black shirt. It's normally what I wear, but didn't want to be too hot. And then 2 athletic shirts for beach nights, beach days where it's pretty hot out, pretty sweaty, and don't want to get these things stinky. And then 2 tank tops, same thing, hot. The active shirts if it gets warm out or if I go to the gym. Got 2 swimming trunks. It's gonna bring 1. I like swimming a lot, and the fact of going swimming 2 or 3 times in a day and wanting different trunks is a pretty good chance for me. So I'm gonna bring some extras. 2 shorts. Well, actually, sorry, 3 shorts. Again, just my thing. Would rather 3 shorts enough for a week. Don't have to do a laundry. Pair of just kind of nice pants so that temples, all those sorts of things, don't have to worry about getting kicked out of. Otherwise, we'll not be wearing those. And then 7 pairs of underwear. and 7 pairs of socks. And that is all for clothing, besides obviously what I'll be wearing to the airport. All right, so here's every single piece of clothing I'll be bringing. It obviously does not look like that much, especially for 3 to 4 months in Southeast Asia, but to me, feels like a little bit of overpacking. To save space, I'm separating everything into packing cubes. One packing cube will hold shirts, another will hold underwear and socks and the pants. Shorts and hoodie will go around them wherever I can find space. This is honestly really satisfying, a lot more than it really should be. All right, well, we put the clothes in, and obviously these packing cubes did not help and still have all of that. All right, and for filming supplies, Osmo Pocket 2, got the carrying case, got all my necessities, all my filters, all those sorts of things inside of it. And then I got a GoPro that's on the way that'll actually be here tomorrow. Coming, last day I'll be here, very last minute. And then computer, pretty simple. It's not really just a travel bag, it's really a bag I'm gonna be filming out of. It's my whole life just in this backpack. Other than that, for what I showed you guys for the recording section, just some extra charging cables. Still got to get a few extras for these. Got the travel converter, power banks, and then got my travel phone so that we have one that can unlock an eSIM out there. So really, besides the GoPro, this is really the whole filming, all that kind of section for me. There are about like 17,000 different charging cables right here. They say they all do the same thing, so just put them in the bag. Yeah, this is already getting a lot heavier than I expected. This is gonna be rough trying to get the rest of this stuff in the bag. And then we got important travel documents, so just international driver's license, passport, allergy cards, and wallet. And other than that, there's really nothing else I need. But obviously, these don't take up that much space, but they're probably the most important things in the bag for me personally, or anyone going. They are going to get you home, going to get you there and back, which I already said that, but printed off allergy cards. I'm anaphylactic, allergic to peanuts, dairy, and eggs, so got these for every single country I'm going to be visiting, just so that I don't frickin' die when I'm out there. Not really my plan, just trying to have fun. All right, and then random toiletry items is just kind of like this little eyebrow razor, just bringing one of those, toothpaste, toothbrush, earplugs for hostels, got a neck pillow for the plane, baggies for never know when you'll need baggies, got a little fan because of how hot it's going to be out there, waterproof phone case, and just some baggage locks. This is all I'm really gonna bring from here in the US. I feel like everything else, like actual razors and shampoo and conditioner and all those sorts of things, I can just get out in Japan and Thailand for pretty cheap. Well, these little packing cube things do not work at all, especially packing into the small of a backpack. So, slight inconvenience. Gonna have to figure out how the heck we're gonna pack this and fit all this stuff into this little backpack, because right now it's not. After organizing everything, it was finally time to see if my plan actually worked. I tried using every inch of space I could. The heavier gear went closest to my back, clothes filled the larger compartment, and all of the smaller essentials found a place somewhere in between. And still, somehow at the end of packing everything, we end up like this. All right, so we're running into a bigger issue. Undid the packing cubes and fit everything, not even everything yet, and this is how we're looking. This is obviously not going to work. I have less than 48 hours until I take off, so this is turning into a mess. I'm very stressed out. Do not know what I'm going to do right now with this. I barely have packed any clothes, and there's just no space for anything. All right, it is the next day. I spent way too much time last night with my mom trying to figure out how to get that backpack to work. It's not gonna work, and my only options are leave stuff behind that I actually need or go and get a new backpack that's actually fit for this trip. So that's what we're gonna go do right now, is go find one that fits everything. All right, so I just got back, got this backpack. It is a 40 liter. Got it because honestly, ChatGPT told me that it would fit everything. It's a lot bigger than the other one, and this one actually has like waist restrictions so that when it gets tight, everything is on my back, riding on motorcycles, all those sorts of things. It's not like super, super tight on me and doesn't kill my back. And for the fact it was $10, and any other backpack I could have gotten today would have been $150. So let's now see if we can get all of that to somehow fit into here. After organizing everything, it was finally time to see if my plan actually worked. I tried using every inch of space I could. The heavier gear went closest to my back, clothes filled the larger compartments, and all the smaller essentials found a place somewhere in between. I knew it was going to be close, but I didn't think it was going to be this close. I've emptied the bag and packed it differently and tried again and again and again. And this is the moment of truth. All right, moment of truth, new backpack. Only things we're missing is we're going to put laptop and camera gear and EpiPen. EpiPens will probably fit in here, but do we zip? This is hard to do with one hand. We are zipped. Officially fixed it. Got the bag working now, so in good position there. All right, well, really got my life for the next 3 to 4 months packed between these two bags right here. Got the rest of the stuff packed into here and all my clothes, everything in here. So, guess that's it. Guess we got everything in there. Seeing everything I'll have access to for the next 3 months, at least the things that I'm bringing next to me, make this feel a lot more real than it has felt before. I'm leaving my family, my cats, my car, my bedroom, my grandparents, my friends, leaving everything behind for the next 3 to 4 months. And it's finally starting to settle in, but I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to see on the other side. I don't know what I'm going to experience, the people I'm going to meet, but all we can do is get on that plane and go. So this will be one of the last times, besides the video tomorrow, that you're going to see me in this living room, and we're going to be off to Tokyo. Super excited, but it's how it's going to be. So this is the last time you'll be seeing me put on this backpack until I'm on my way to the airport. This is second to last time you guys will see me until I'm on my way to Japan. So hit that subscribe button, follow along for the journey, and we're on for a mission. See you guys later.